Hey, Post888, it's firefighter paramedic Ira here, and I'm going to add one last video to sum up all the content for this month and kind of give you the direction of the post moving forward. So this is like a state of the union of our post. And as you can see, I'm shooting this video from home because I'm literally not allowed to be anywhere department related if I'm not on duty. That's how heavy the restrictions are, and that's something I'll cover in this video. So basically, where we're at right now is we're on heavy restrictions. I'm super high risk being a paramedic in my department, so we were given the order a few months back to suspend literally all public interactions. We're limiting our shopping, our travel. No one's allowed to come to the station. We've canceled ride-alongs. We don't even train. We don't do training, major training right now. So even station to station, we're not doing stuff like that. We don't shake hands at work. I mean, a lot of things have changed. This has never happened before. And I don't really want that to affect the post if I can help it. So that what I'm trying to do is up our engagement online and have some sort of interactive stuff moving forward in the future. So things that I'm going to do, I'll be making videos like this that covers the curriculum for as long as we're under lockdown. And I'm also going to release surveys, maybe on SurveyMonkey or something like a quiz, so that you still have some sort of academic component to our meetings. And then in the future, I'll be discussing with the other advisors and my superiors on how we're going to go forward with the content and the curriculum, as it were. What that means for you is right now, we're not going to be able to meet in person foreseeably through May. If, let's say, the restrictions were lifted for shelter in place in the end of April, we could potentially meet that second Saturday of May, but I'm not going to promise anything because I don't know where the flattening of the curve is going other than what I see and what you see as far as the shelter in place orders. As soon as the shelter in place is lifted, we can start talking about getting you back down to BFO. But for right now, BFO is off limits. So what I can do is make more videos for you when I am on duty, depending on where I get to go. So I made these videos for you regarding COVID-19 and awareness and preparations, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go. And then I know we were supposed to cover trucks for the month of April, for March, and then April would have been ride-alongs and some other stuff. So all that's gonna have to get pushed back. And essentially, I'll be making a rescue and truck video with my crew and the USAR in the coming weeks. And that's gonna be super detailed. So I'll film all that and probably be part of it. And I'll release that for our truck curriculum, and then we'll cross the next month's content as we come to it. That being said, I just wanted to go over some quick COVID-19 awareness things just to kind of address that. Myself as a first responder, I'm not in contact with my family right now. I'm not seeing friends. I stay at home when I'm on my days off, and I'm hoping that you're doing the same. So I just wanted to kind of talk to you all a little bit about COVID-19, where we're at with it, and things you can do to protect yourself. So I use the term flattening of curve. So essentially what we're doing here is I'm going to talk to you about the COVID-19. This is a global pandemic. It's super dangerous, and it's really real, and you should take it seriously. I mean, you see the stuff that my department's putting me through. You're every bit as at risk as me being young people. You have your whole life ahead of you, and I'll talk to you about the dangers of this virus, and then we'll kind of get into that, and I'll tell you how you can protect yourself and how we can do our part. Okay, so like I said, take this seriously. There's this is a global pandemic. People are dying, and it's spreading, and it can get really bad. The systems that have been put in place have slowed it, and we could potentially see it gone, hopefully sometime this year, if we all do our due diligence, okay? So there is no vaccine as of yet, but there's numerous corporations working on it, as well as the CDC. Everything that I pulled for this video's content is straight from the CDC's website. Really, the best prevention is avoiding exposure to it in the first place. So anybody can be a carrier and show no signs or symptoms whatsoever. So like, my folks are a little bit older, so because I'm super high risk, I just don't have any exposure to my parents. I mean, I talk to them on the phone, but I don't see them or anything like that, and I'm not planning on it, and they know that until this is done and done with, okay? And I feel like you all should do the same, okay? That's my advice to you. So you can spread this, you can carry it, you can spread it without showing symptoms. So that's what makes it extremely dangerous, okay? So one of the best things you can do is wash your hands with warm soapy water often, okay? You want to avoid touching your face, hands, eyes, and nose if you can, okay? And if you do, you want to wash up as much as possible, okay? If you use hand sanitizer, it needs to be at least 60% alcohol or better, okay? But washing your hands is the better option if you have a choice between the two. If you're sick, stay home and avoid sick people at all costs, okay? You need to distance yourself from others. I'm sure you've all seen the 6-foot rule. That's about 2 shopping cart lengths. So maintain a 6-foot distance. Like I said, stay home as much as possible. If you are out and you have access to surgical masks or N95 masks, you want to use them, but make sure that if they are deconned, if they get contaminated, you dispose of them and get new ones. I can't really advise you on decon procedures for N95 masks because we use disposables. And the cleanable type that we have are pretty heavy duty that you probably wouldn't have, okay? If you use disposable gloves, once you touch stuff with them, don't touch anything else with them because that means you're cross-contaminating. So use them to touch things and you throw them away and put on a new pair of gloves, okay? That's how you avoid cross-contamination. But really the best thing is stay home, wash your hands, don't touch your face and eyes, and keep your social distancing. So I hope everybody's happy and healthy, and I hope that you take this seriously and know that myself and the rest of the advisors are working behind the scenes to maintain your post. And as soon as I know something, I'll let you all know. And stay safe and stay tuned, and look for more videos in the future. And act with due regard, treat everybody good.